Hi there, Laura here again from Virtual Tarot School. I'm going to take a moment to explain to you why I put together a Celtic Cross Tarot Spread Readers Practice group. That's a bit of a mouthful, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about my first couple of years teaching students how to read tarot cards online virtually, which is what you get to do when you buy any of my courses at Virtual Tarot School. There's a Tarot for Beginners course. I've had that up for about 3 years now. And then there's a Masterclass Series 1, and I've had that up for probably about 2.5 years. So the feedback that I've gotten from my virtual students is that it's wonderful being able to learn tarot wherever you are in the world, on your own time frame, and that you have unlimited lifetime access to my courses is really beneficial because it means you can study in your own time rather than clearing a weekend to do a class and traveling somewhere to do it, because let's face it, there aren't that many tarot courses out there in the world that you can do virtually. So the video courses that I have are really great in that way. But the one thing that I kept on getting asked by students after they finished my classes is, okay, I get it, I know how to read, I've been reading for myself, but I feel like I need more practice reading. And could you somehow sort out a way for me to get some more experience reading cards? Because let's face it, a lot of the time when you're first getting started, you're a bit nervous to read for people live, but you know you need the experience. Or maybe you want to dive straight into reading for people via Skype or something if you're in one of those parts of the world where there just simply aren't that many people who want live readings from you right away. You know, I live in a small town, so when I do tarot readings for other people, they're very often via Skype or at a distance. So maybe you don't have opportunities to read for other people. Maybe you just want some more experience kind of looking over the shoulders of cards being read and real cards being read in real situations so that you can build your confidence to a point where you're ready to take the plunge into doing more readings, either professionally or personally for yourself or for other people. And all of those things really require you not only to learn how to read tarot cards and to immerse in the idea of reading via these courses, but also to get hands-on experience, real experience, reading cards for people. So one of the first tarot spreads that I teach, and I taught way back in Tarot for Beginners and then continued to unpack in some of my later courses, was the Celtic Cross spread. The Celtic Cross spread is probably the most well-known tarot spread in the world. It's a 10-card layout of cards, and I believe it's the oldest known spread as well. It's a great spread because you can read about almost any situation with it. It's a very general spread. There's 10 cards in the spread, 11 if you use a significator. We'll get into that in the course. But it's a very comprehensive spread, and it's one that I highly recommend that every tarot reader have a very good understanding and grasp on, not only because it's comprehensive and it can be used in any number of myriad different situations, but because it's one of the most well-known spreads as well. So when you begin reading professionally, this is one of those spreads that time and time again, I have found people expect readers to have a really firm grasp on. So what I did in the autumn of 2012 is I compiled a group of course students together, and every week for 7 weeks, they emailed me questions that they wanted their cards read on. And we got on webcasts together where I then took their emails, I drew cards for each of their emails. In the videos that you'll see in this course, you'll actually see their reading, their spread, photographs of their spread of tarot cards. And then not only in the webcast did I go about reading those spreads for you, but I also explained why I was reading those cards in that way, where I was seeing connections between cards. I talked you through those connections. I showed you what I was noticing, patterns that I was noticing, cards that were jumping out at me, and how I was interpreting those cards, not only as one card, but in the context of all of the other cards in the readings. This is something that is really a skill that you have to learn in this over-the-shoulders way of kind of looking over the shoulders of an experienced reader and having them talk you through how and why they're reading the spread in the way they are doing, because every spread is so dynamic. But of course, there's also a lot going on in a Celtic cross reading, right? One card in that spread could be interpreted in a very different way if there were other cards surrounding it than the cards that are surrounding it in that spread. The context and the placing of the cards in something as intricate and elegant as a 10-card layout is very important to consider. So in these 7 different weekly webcasts, which I recorded for you, you will see me talking you through all of that dynamism and elegance of a 10-card reading over and over and over again with real-life experiences and real-life examples. So in the 7 different sessions, I think you get something like 20 different examples of different Celtic cross spreads read for you. And when you're done looking at, you can do these at your own pace. Maybe you want to do one of these a month when you have a chance. Maybe you want to just immerse and really get a handle on it right away. However you choose to consume this webcast course material that I'm going to give you, it's going to leave you with this really great level of confidence in your ability as a reader, not only because you understand how to read tarot cards, but because you have actually immersed yourself in the experience of real life readings. There's no better way to learn than through doing this. I put this course together because time and time again I was being asked to do so by students who had gone through my initial courses, and the feedback I've gotten so far is that it's really serving them and really giving them that level of confidence and experience that I wanted to be able to find a way to give you guys even as virtual students. And I think we nailed it. I think we've got a great course here for you. It's very content rich, just like all of the other courses. It's viewable in video format, and when you purchase it, you have lifetime access to it. So I hope you join us. Thanks for listening.